Well, we just go to food. If you grown on the farm,
Aye.
muesli,
Aye.
brood, porridge. It was very healthy. I find healthy food. Good,
Would your father be?
He was a cattleman.
For what?
New Mill.
Oh, I knew Mill of
He
Rathen.
was at New Mill. He was at the boot fair.
Aye.
New Mill.
Mm-hmm.
The Altoon.
And how much a family had you? Was there, yes?
12.
12. And was you the youngest?
No, I had a brother younger than me.
Aye.
But he's dead.
Aye.
No.
No.
Is there two?
Oh, aye.
There was one in the Highland Light Infantry, and the name was Big Gunner.
Oh, aye.
One big.
Aye. 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 How long was your father most his life at Rathen?
18 years.
18 years at Rathen.
Aye. That's only place at that mine I get a Rathen School all the time.
Dude, fin he get away to war and come in home and not again.
Oh well, I mind when I come home for the trenches with frozen feet. He couldn't have thrown his socks or nothing on, just the bare feet. And he was off a month or two at that time. And then he got off. New Mill was I had with the work, you see, with the women being about the war, and Mr. Bernard New Mill got doed off for a month. Then they applied and got him off another month. And he was quite pleased. I worked on a horse again. Aye.
Of course, he was wounded in the leg and
Aye.
wounded in the arm.
Aye, that's right.
Aye. Mm-hmm.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
I got married and I was quite funny for
Aye.
a year or so.
Aye.
Then I bought back shoes.
Aye. How big was it, Charlie?
70 acre.
70 acre. Aye. Aye. So how long was you there?
23 years.
Is that right?
And
Aye.
then after a man's wages get all big for me to play, so the lassie, she left the school and she used to work at tractor. And the time she got married and saw herself it and took a Crofter Charlie 14 acre.
Aye. Where did you learn to play the melodeon? You played the melodeon and the fiddle.
Aye.
For
I never got learned.
no.
Just those started were melodeon.
Aye.
Used to play melodeon too.
And did your father play?
No,
No.
no, he looked at fiddle music.
Aye.
He said it's the best music he loved.
Aye. But he didn't play the fiddle.
He never played it, no.
No.
Played on alphas and trumps.
Oh, aye. And you played the fiddle as well, did you?
I did.
Aye.
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 Oh, aye. I did be here.
Oh, aye.
I never would listen.
No.
Bit of a head.
Aye.
Aye.
So how long did you play the melodeon and the fiddle?
Well, they just, then with his charmer, the grieve at the place, he was a single,
Mm-hmm.
and he played the melodeon, I played the fiddle with a band.
Was this quite a funny like?
No, I was in Boghead Rosehearty.
Oh, aye, but was you Boghead?
I was in Boghead Rosehearty for
Oh.
4 years. Aye.
Oh, aye. Oh, aye. You ken the Boghead crew, in? The ballad, the Boghead crew?
Well, and again, I never heard it.
Never heard that, you know. So what kind of ballads did you play? What kind of music did you play?
Well, just the dance music as you go on that day.
Aye.
That was out of the way.
Aye. Oh, I didn't ken you said Boghead. How many folk was there working at Boghead at that time?
There was 3 horsemen and or a bister,
Mm-hmm.
and then there was 12 bellies and a guy.
Aye.
Aye.
Funny that been, Charlie. 50 years was that?
40 years.
Aye.
Oh, it was about John off a bad horse. I was there 27 and 28, it was bad harvest.
Aye.
And I was 4 a year,
Aye.
that's it, to our bad harvest.
Aye.
So some folk never go to harvest then.
Aye. Aye. 27, 28.
It was a custom in Fresbury some years ago to take an empty jar to the grocer's to get it filled with syrup. When a mother sent her boy for syrup, the grocer filled the jar. "Money, please," the boy said in the bottom of the jar.
Money was the bottom of the jar. The syrup on top of it.
And it is when I worked on a farm, I saw the man a drake. He had some dogs and was going to breed with them. The man's home was 6 miles from mine, but a week later the drake came back. As farmyard dogs can't fly, he'd walked across busy roads, through hedges and fields. What a noisy welcome my dogs gave him. How he wasn't taken by folks, I don't know. I just had to give the man his money back. I've heard of a dog or a cat coming home from far away, never a drake.
And where was this at, son, Charlie?
I was a craft.
It was a craft,
Aye.
for the longest way.
As a crafted kidman.
Kennethman.
And I served the drake a lad during the city bank car.
Oh, aye.
It was about 6 miles the crow flies, but he could
Aye,
hear.
sure, he could hear me. That distance. He'd maybe liked the geese, maybe, eh?
As up and down his own wife was best, but they didn't.
Somebody put down his own wife was best. Aye. Aye. Aye, he maybe thought the Deans and other firm was just a motley crew, eh?
I just thought.
Aye, okay. Yeah, that's good.
There was a concert in the Boghead Peathill and a dance. And Mrs. Morris, she played the piano, but she never played fiddle. And Mr. Morris, he was an old schoolmaster, and he says, "Come in into the house," he says, "and practice." And Mrs. Morris, for us, course, they took off their big boots. They didn't come around in my big boots. So we practiced a vocal next and played it at the It wasn't a big band, it was only her and me playing.
Aye. And this was played at the Peathill School.
Aye.
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 Oh, aye. Yeah, I'd been a time you'd been working at Boghead, was it?
Aye, I was working
Aye.
there.
I mean, 27, 28. Aye.
I was with Eddie Henry for 2 years and Mr. Morris for 2 years.
Aye. Aye. There you are.
When my brother was a young man, he had something went wrong with a leg, and he doctor got him lie and had a pulley and a weight
Oh, aye.
and a weight, and he got tired as wet. His leg was sore. That grabbed me to come and lift the weight up and then out of bed and he got peace.
And that was Uncle doing it, man,
That
wasn't
was
it?
him,
Was that the time that he was shot in the leg in Germany?
I was short of legs, David. He had a lump after David.
Aye. Was this a 4 he was shot in the leg?
After 4 hours.
Aye.
Because my father said to him, if you, he needed the war, if he made a limp more pronounced, he wouldn't hit a young, but he tried to be as fast as he could.
Aye, so he could get you, aye. Aye.
The first day one.
Aye. And he was a sniper?
Aye, he was.
Aye.
Oh, I was a good one, aye.
Aye.
Going to write good in my team at Jamel.
Aye.
As a fisherman, I can't be
Mhm.
me garden.
Mhm.
No Charlie, I want a pair of rabbits. I mean, a rabbity. I like a rabbity. And as a wool of only one cartridge.
Mhm.
Well, this is Almiron, as a all chance, Almiron's asked from cartridge way farmer. No, I said, I'll get one. and I get up the rabbits are twice at either. I go to bed. He said, "No, Charlie, you're a big liar." I said, "Why?" He said, "You tell me just one bullet, and you have 2 rabbits." he said, to the lad in the man, said, "You should an extra gun up."
Fit can you tell me about Dr. Webster?
Eh?
Fit can you tell me about Dr. Webster?
Well, he was a grand doctor. If it just told the running at the trouble.
Aye.
Oh, aye. I didn't like nobody murdering it like.
No.
Didn't like that. And he just wouldn't examine folk for insurance if they're trying on to get money. Aye, strict.
If you mind any stories about him at all?
Oh, well, again, I used to write a farm worker I get along. Officer inside,
Aye.
and Dr. Webster said, "What had you to your tea?" He says, "Sausages." He says, "Bags and mystery."
He didn't like sausages, eh? He didn't like sausages. Aye. Do you mind anything else about him at all?
No, I just mean he was awful good. He was awful good to the fair workers if they're off, because I know you could be off when you thought you was fat.
Aye.
He says, because in a farm you just have to start work a whole day.
Aye.
You know, you could leave to take a
No.
half and a rest. Oh, that was real good. Well, my father and me was fencing. I was just a lad of 12, and he was fencing barbed wire,
Aye.
and with a pulley to stretch a wire, and I had a rope,
Aye.
and I was pulling, and my father said, "A wee bit tighter." I got that pull, and I fell back, and I dirt, about 12 feet of mud, and the sewage come through for steady, and he pulled me out, and I get home, and my mother said, "Don't come into the house, stay outside, take your clothes off, and I'll come out for a tub of water and what you do." But the smell was for a while after that.
Oh, I bet. Aye. Never left you.
What did you rest out of heat?
Aye. Was that at New Mill of Rathen tea, was it? Was that?
My father was I was just 12, I was at school,
Aye.
but
Aye.
he was at all too.
Aye. Right. In speaking Scots, bred Scots.
He just was starting at Altoon, starting at Roxon,
Aye.
and my mother said, "You go and tell Jimmy Taylor mental stay."
Mm.
He says, "I cannot leave the engine."
Aye.
He puts it safe.
Aye.
Never go to stay. A hard job of them also. Yeah.
Aye.
Well, that's about it. They started getting bailers or nothing.
Mhm.
It's a hard job.
Aye, throwing up the.
Well, one time at the mill, they were threshing barley, and they're canning about, we kept up them.
Aye.
And Charlie Mackay and me, he was foreman Furies, and we was bundle of barley.
Aye.
We had to, why as barley, get it up the lock,
Aye.
but it near locked.
Aye.
And I talked to a honey west, you see,
Can.
and there was no peace.
No.
They taken half a yoke at that time.
No.
Didn't they?
No.
And Grieve says, "I was 20 minutes dark, I will manage it, they're rocky."
Aye.
And of course it was 12:30, I was through. We were having up a stair with him as Boghead was.
Aye. Can.
Boghead.
Aye. So it's been a long day. If you was day and night, what time do you start in the morning?
We started at 7 o'clock that time of all.
Aye.
7,
And what time do you finish for your dinner?
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock. And what time did you start again?
We started at 1
Aye.
again, and
Aye.
then I thought 5 if it was time. Or
Aye.
maybe 6.
Aye.
I probably went to the mill at 7 o'clock at night in the dark.
Aye.
And once I was at the mall and mean left.
Aye. Jeez.
Aye.
So was there a big difference in the thrashing for the old steam mill than the more modern mills? Again.
Well, and again, I would have pleased that suits from a mouse of a bottom mill. But didn't need a stem all.
No,
And I had Nini, the neighbour, who just one out for sale.
aye,
Oh, the wife fed them all.
aye,
But up Wales, weather, Sunday or some of the, come home on Sunday,
aye,
one of the son-in-law,
aye,
the fed them all. If the rain was on, before you get out,
aye.
maybe alright, but come on, if you was out, you were never lost.
No, you had to carry on.
You just carry on, you're soaking. I've
Aye,
seen the one with the courts,
aye,
the courts on.
aye.
Aye,
That's at New Mill.
I do well, aye.
Aye. And when you was at Pet's house, you would have just sort of kind of wanting something else that was running, would you?
Oh, I would not have showed you. I would have him do something trouble inside.
Aye,
Aye.
aye. A big difference, Charlie, yeah.
But that again, I thought that the women who were at the place,
Mm-hmm.
there was, well, the kitchen, the one I wanted, the milk for cows at 8 o'clock in the night,
Aye,
and the pickers get in at 9,
aye,
then they had to wash the milk, and dress themselves and bake into the broken. They had no more time,
do,
and they couldn't eat your later.
do,
I thought they had an awful life.
aye, aye, the kitchen dames, aye,
And the housemaid,
aye,
the housemaid files, he's lying back on the cleaning some of the house folks sheep, and
mhm,
her just about to sleep.
aye,
And rubbing the water with brush.
aye, right sure. So they'd had a longer day and had the,
They had a long day.
aye,
Well, the kitchen was up at 5, you see.
aye,
We went to breakfast 1:30.
aye. And what time did they get their bed at night?
At
The
the
kitchen,
women,
aye,
I was at 12, 11 o'clock, they go to bed. And they
jeez,
rise at 5 again.
aye, gosh,
Aye.
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 And what time did you get your bed now? By the workforce that days?
Oh, well, from when Shama was in bed, it's about 9.
Aye, aye.
Same for a dance on.
Mm.
We rise at 5, we was new bed. It was 3 or 4 o'clock.
Oh dear.
You said to go, you wouldn't lie.
Oh no, no. Yeah. So did you work every day? Aye, Saturday, Sunday, no?
Oh, I don't know.
No,
No, no.
no. Working Sunday tea?
Oh, Sunday, aye. Well, on Sundays there was turning about to some folk will cut 2 days.
Aye.
Then I
aye,
put 2 days here, like,
aye,
some of the ones on Sunday, I said, oh, you're 2 days a day, but you're cleaning the rooms.
aye.
2 days.
Aye.
Everyone's paying the pay them. And you was on duty on Sundays.
Aye.
All the horse would be and all the beasts were.
Aye,
It was an awful job for one man for us.
aye,
Long day they had on Sunday.
aye.
They send you the Sunday to our office.
Oh, aye, aye. Aye. So did they really all going to Kirk in that days, or did they a lot near bother?
We didn't ever do because we kept that time.
No, no.
Really, my wife said to the man, "Are you going to Kirk today?" He said, "I was last Sunday and I'm not going to walk up practice out."
Aye.
And both were young pigs, but then they grew up to be big. And he noticed there was one of them, looked down over a raven, and one of them had a toe round his neck.
Aye.
And he bent down to take off a toe, and the pig sat out, and he get pooping on over the deck, and they said the pigs.
No, it's clochies.
Aye, clock on.
Cloch gone. Aye, aye. It is.
With a groom, and he had a great big horse again,
Aye.
strong horse,
Aye.
and George was going to take it up. He got him to lead up a road a bit.
The Smitty Hill.
It's up the Smitty Hall,
Aye.
and the horse came to stranger. He pushed, and your father said, "You'll have any dirt shortly."
And did you land in a ditch?
No,
No,
no.
no,
No,
you-
no, but it was, they pushing down the wood. They started pushing back.
Mhm.
The local stable window, and the farmer was running out to get him the road, he'd a bear, he stuck to a bear.
Aye.
And the foreman said, here's all for the dog coming.
Aye.
En ieder laat doen hem in bedden en je roer en lachen.
Mhm.
En veel mij gewoon, what's all the fun about Eddie? He says, something funny it, Andrew said. Andere laat, veel zei kribben,
Aye.
he was over 4 thinner like that.
Aye.
En dat was mijn, dus keer hem even flash of butter and the window, he said, I'll go up in the loft and get a rode seg back and forth. He struck his head in the shotgun's put. You know what I'm salute.
Aye. For fear like no.
On the loan for you like that.
Aye. So always the guy round the bar.
I was thinking the fear alone.
Aye.
The flash was but the window.
Aye.
The loan figure thinner like that.
Aye. Oh well.
The hoes this nacht, the beer, the barn, the peat stock, cry and the kill yard. Now that all yows, it's now worth 5 shillings, let them be worth 25 shillings, that's skip a fair new dear. Lizzie, cause the hands with the poorish port and glory be forever. Amen.
Okay.